Good morning, students. Yesterday we discussed about seasonal changes and the changes that are made on different days in collaboration with the movement of the earth around the sun. Today we are going to see about twilight in low and high latitude. Of course, you know there are great seasonal changes as one move from equator to the poles. There is a diagram given of twilight, path of the setting sun, difference in day and night. Let us go through the diagram. Now we just listen. Variations in the amount of heat received at different parts of the earth. See, you know, heat received at a different part of the earth is not equal. There are a lot of variation. So variations in amount of heat received at a different part of the earth during the year depend on inclination of the sun rays. Depend upon the sun rays. The light received on different part of the earth on different occasions depend on the sun's rays. The difference, though, is best explained by vertical and slanting rays of the sun. We should also remember that no place on the earth has a abrupt change from vertical to slanting rays or vice versa. There is no abrupt change, sudden change from vertical to slanting or slanting to vertical. Now, during the sunrise and sunset, though sun is below the horizon, at this time of sunrise as well as at the time of sunset, the sun is below the horizon. We experience a diffuse light, neither darkness nor light, neither darkness nor complete light. That is called a diffuse light. Much of the light is much of this light is a reflection by clouds and dust particles present in the atmosphere. So what is the cause of the diffuse light? Diffuse light, again I told you, neither too dark nor too light. That's in between situation is known as the diffuse light. So this, what is the cause of the diffuse light? Much of this light is a reflection by cloud. This diffused light is caused by the dust particles and clouds present in the atmosphere. Now, this period of diffuse light, what is morning and evening different name, dusk and dawn. See, this period of diffuse light between sunset and complete darkness, evening time, sun is going to set and darkness is about to come. This time is known as dusk or twilight, and that is between full daylight, sunrise and full daylight is called dawn, morning time. Morning time, and night is getting to an end, otherwise night is getting over and day is about to begin. Neither night nor day. That situation is known as dawn, and evening time neither day nor night. That middle situation is known as the dusk and dawn. Now let us see. This phenomenon of dawn and dusk is experienced more in temperate regions. So tropical regions or the near the equator, this phenomenon is not experienced as great in comparison to temperate regions. Temperate region, this phenomenon is experienced more. Duration of twilight has considerable influence on season. This twilight, I told you what is twilight, day and dusk and dawn. This twilight has considerable influence on season. The duration of twilight is large beyond 50 latitude. Beyond 50 latitude, that means temperate zone. beyond 50 latitude, and in polar regions twilight has last for as much as 7 weeks at a stretch. So twilight lasts for 7 weeks at the poles because of the standing rays of the sun. Neither day nor night. Otherwise, neither night nor day. This situation lasts for 7 weeks or almost 7 to 8 weeks at the poles, but at the beyond 50 latitude, the duration of twilight is large, but exact how much is, but it is large beyond 50 latitude. Now, the twilight continues as long as sun is 18 degree below the horizon. Understand now? The twilight continues as long as the sun is 18 degree below the horizon. Its duration is 1 hour and 12 minutes at the equator. See, I told you at the equator twilight is less, but still is how much is its duration? The time of twilight is 1 hour and 12 minutes at the equator. It goes on increasing towards the poles. At the poles, the duration is 50 days long during the 3 months of alternating period of day and night. So at the pole 50 days or 3 months, almost 3 months. Now how it is happens? At the pole tonight is more almost 3 months. This is because the period during which the refracted light, what do you mean by refracted light? To make light change direction. Light changes the direction when you, if you place any object or mirror or a prism or any other thing, when the path of the light, what happens? Light changes its direction. Understand? Light changes direction. So refraction comes from the word reflect, no? So if you uh, uh, put any, or if you place any object on the way of light, that can reflect light, like a mirror and other things, or not opaque body. Understand? No, mirror and other things that can reflect light. So here what is it? Why this at the poles this twilight more than 3 days? Sorry, more than 50 days or 3 months. How it is? Why it is? This is because the period during which the refracted light is received at the equator is short as the sun rises and sets in a vertical path there. So at the poles, sorry, at the equator, 1 hour, how much it is? 1 hour 12 minutes. But at the poles, almost 3 months. Why it is? This is because the period during which the refracted light is received at the equator is short as the sunrise and set vertical path there. So sunrise and sets in a vertical path. That is why throughout the year at the equator, no much difference between day and night, and there is almost sunny days throughout the year. On the other hand, what happens? On the other hand, in temperate latitudes, the period of refracted, again light change in the direction. The period of refracted light is longer as the sun rises and sets in a oblique path, slanting path. So when we studied about the heat zones, I explained to you very clearly. I had explained to you at the temperate zones. Temperate zone, it is temperate zone is having a moderate type of climate because sun rays falls obliquely or standing position, whereas at the equator sun rays falls vertically. That is the reason. On the other hand, in temperate latitude, the period of refracted light is longer as the sun rises and sets in a oblique path. It is much longer at the poles. That is why the winter darkness, there is only twilight. In poles there is only twilight, because why it is there is only twilight at the poles? Because sun light falls slantingly for a longer time. At the temperate zones also, sun falls for a longer time in comparison to the equator. That is the reason they are also having a longer time of twilight. At the equator, how much is it? 1 hour 12 minutes. Why it is so? It is so because sun rays falls vertically over the equator for a more period of time. Clear? So you have to understand what is the difference between twilight at the poles, at the temperate zones, and at the equator. You have to read this lesson. Question answers you have to read it, find it out, and of course I will be sending the question answers these days. Thank you.